After county commissioners faced a room filled with angry taxpayers Monday night, the Board of Education did not make commissioners' lives any easier last night, voting 9-1 to approve a school budget of over $45 million that would require a 10-cent property tax increase to fund $670,000 in additional local spending. Finance Director Jeff Marlowe pointed out to board members that $250,000 of that increase cannot be avoided, as it represents increases, rising costs of operating the school system, from rising fuel and utilities costs to higher insurance rates. Director of Schools Donnie Poston pointed out that his office has done everything possible to keep costs down, eliminating 21 full-time positions by not replacing teachers and other employees who have retired or resigned. At this point, we've eliminated these positions without costing anyone their job, Poston said. The school board's challenge is to find ways to meet increasing demands from state and federal government to improve the quality of education while receiving less help in dollars. Revenue from the federal government, as an example, has significantly decreased from last year. The Director of Federal Projects explained, adding, hopefully we may receive some of that money at year's end. Marlowe cautioned the board, if County Commission rejects the budget, to look at every possible way to cut spending rather than balancing the shortfall out of the fund balance. You can't borrow your way out of debt, Marlowe warned. Using permanent fund balance reserves to pay for ongoing costs will come back to haunt you when you need those reserves and they're not there. Scott Hill moved finally to accept the budget as presented, with Josh Parker seconding his motion. Johnny Creekmore cast the only vote against the budget, as well as a series of budget amendments, without explaining his reasons. Marlowe also discussed changes in accounting programs that will enable the board to track per pupil cost for each school. I've been wanting that for a long time, to see which schools are costing $900 to educate a student and which ones are educating students for $300, Eugene Lawson commented. Rector Miller asked about the status of the coal severance tax, once a significant source of school revenue. It's non-existent, Marlowe replied. The only reason that category is listed in the budget is that we have reason to believe Anderson County received around $120,000 in previous years that was supposed to come to Campbell County, and have asked the state to investigate and make adjustments if we're proven correct. In other action, the board voted unanimously to approve a property transfer to Norris Ridge Volunteer Fire Department so that Norris Ridge, which is replacing the heavily indebted Pinecrest Volunteer Fire Department, can use the fire station owned by the Board of Education as collateral to restructure debt. The board also agreed to discuss a vaccination program that would be administered by Community Health of Tennessee to vaccinate school employees for various illnesses, including the flu, at no cost to the school system. Employees' insurance would cover the cost completely. John Craig, representing a vaccine firm providing the drugs, explained. The board also agreed in principle to allow the Chamber of Commerce to locate a tourist welcome center on the strip of land between Shoney's and the former Caravel Elementary School site. TVA must be consulted and give permission before any temporary structure can be placed on the site. Hunters Branch Road is closed again today. Construction work continues today on Hunters Branch Road. Road crews are removing some of the rock there on the left side of the road when you first turn on to Hunters Branch Road off the 4-lane. Road Superintendent Dennis Potter tells WLAF that the project takes care of a couple of concerns. Potter says it will make that stretch of the road a little safer and a tad wider. Hunters Branch Road remain closed through Thursday and possibly into part of Friday. It's time now for Hazel's Big Case Knife event. Saturday from 9 to 2 is when Hazel at Hazel's Hairstyles and Stuff across from Walmart puts on the huge fundraiser for the Campbell County Cancer Association. There will be a silent and live auction with all the donations benefiting cancer patients right here in Campbell County. If you'd like to donate items for the auction, please drop them off to Hazel or call 566-3441. And that's our news for today. We'll be back with a press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department after this. And taking a look at the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department, 4 people have been booked into the county jail in the past 24 hours. Steve Donovan Davis, age 22, of Country Way Drive, La Follette, for possession of a Schedule 7, 8, and 4 controlled substance, possession of a lead drug on a capious bench warrant, and violation of probation. 65-year-old Janet Hudson, listed as homeless in Jacksboro, for theft of property under $500. David Allen Martin, 35, of Hill Street, Lake City, for theft of property under $500, driving while suspended, and violation of the Tennessee financial law. And 21-year-old John Alfred Shield of Whitestone Road in Talking Rock, Georgia, for public intoxication and violation of the open container law. And that's a look at our news for today. Stay tuned. We got more coming your way, and we'll be back with you again tomorrow evening. Hello.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true.
Happy, happy birthday.
Oh,
This is your birthday song.
Celebration all night long.
May all you
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to WLAF News at 5:30. I'm Lori Leach, and it's now time to announce our birthdays and anniversaries, brought to you by Eastside Pizza and Deli, located in the Food Line Shopping Center. We would like to wish a very happy birthday to Todd Overbay, Sharon Graham, Don and Vaughn Heatherly, who are celebrating their 61st birthdays. Happy birthday to you guys. Peyton Orris, who is celebrating her 5th birthday today, Linda Farmer, Michael Phillips, Joanne Chapman, happy birthday to Joanne, Pamela Bruce, and Jacqueline West, who is celebrating her 23rd birthday today. So happy birthday mentioned are now qualified to win a dinner for 2 provided by Eastside Pizza and Deli. Now, we usually mention anniversaries too, but no one is celebrating a wedding anniversary today. So let us know who's celebrating a birthday or anniversary in your world. Just call us at 562-1450. That's it for birthdays and anniversaries. Thanks for joining us this evening. We would like to invite you to stay tuned. Your news continues after this.